Okay, welcome everybody. Vanity V here, and I wanted to talk today about Vanderpump Rules. Now, I have been an avid watcher of Vanderpump Rules. I have been watching since season one. You know, when they had Stassi and Jax and Kristen were on the show, and Kristen was dating Tom Sandoval. So I am very, very familiar with all the key players, and I am invested in the show. So much so that like last season was abysmal. But you know, once you're like invested in the show, you've been watching since the beginning, it's hard to just turn that off. So once I saw that, you know, Raquel and James, you know, Raquel called it quits with her engagement with James. And, you know, just seeing some other different things that are going on, I was like, okay, well, maybe this season will be, you know, a little bit better. So I said, I'm going to give it another chance. And even before all the controversy, you know, dropped last week with Raquel, this is crazy, but Raquel dating or fucking around with, you know, messing around with Tom Sandoval. I was like, okay, this season it's not too bad. It's a lot better than it was last season. So I wanted to just talk about the dynamics in the show, and I'm fascinated by some of the things. As a black woman, I'm a black woman, so I can only give the black woman's perspective on things, but I'm fascinated by the recent controversy. I'm sure, you know, if you're here watching, you kind of know what's going on. For whatever reason, I think Tom dropped his phone at his concert, and then Ariana picked it up and was like, oh, what the, you know, started going through his phone, and she saw that there was a FaceTime video allegedly of Raquel that Tom took of her, like, I guess, I'm assuming playing with herself or pleasuring herself. And Ariana saw it, and of course, like, she's been with Tom, I think they've been together like 9 or 10 years. And anybody naturally is going to be like, what the? And so she put her on blast and sent it to her, and then sent it around, you know, to different people in the friend group. And allegedly she has completely broken it off with Tom. And so I think he was filmed like leaving the house and moving out. But I find it so interesting. And again, I can only give my perspective as a black woman. But why do they think it's okay within their friend group, and they have been doing this for years, to sleep with each other? Like, I normally see Caucasian white people do this. Like, black people really don't do stuff like that. Like, there's no way that I'm dating somebody and I break up with him, or if I'm engaged and I break up with him, and then my friend is dating it. Like, she's gonna have to see these hands. Like, there's no way that it's okay. And even in the last episode last week, Raquel, let me just fry Raquel real quick. You are so shady, and I think that it is fascinating. The ones that are goody goodies, or the ones that seem just overly nice, those are always like the hoes, and the girls that are scandalous, and the girls that really get it in are always the like nice ones. And that's why I never trust anybody who is just so nice and so sweet. Oh, she's so sweet. I know over the years I've heard people say that about Raquel, but Raquel is shady and scandalous. And girl, you going up to Tom Schwartz last week saying, let's go make out. Now, you know Katie don't want you making out with him. Why would you think that that's okay? Why would you, like, you're a pretty woman, you live in LA, there's so many other people, you gonna go that close to home and wanna fuck around with Tom Schwartz? Why? And then you tell me, Katie, you should have slapped her. Like, I cannot believe that they're even, and then Scheana, oh my God. Scheana, it's like every season I'm rooting for you. You were dead wrong too. Why would you do that? I thought you were in her wedding. Why would you think that? What is your beef with Katie to even put that idea? She's clearly got the common sense of a box of rocks. So we already know she's not bright. We've seen that. We could tell she's kind of like a bimbo. Like, we see that. So Scheana, why would you think it's okay to even suggest that Tom Schwartz date Raquel? Why would you think that's okay? Katie, I hope you don't fool with her either. Ariana too. Like, you all should be side-eyeing Scheana. Scheana, you have been silly in relationships, so you really need to focus on your own stuff. Like, I try to like you, but I've never been able to like you because I feel like you're a crybaby. You always play the victim, and I feel like you're very naive and small-minded when it comes to relationships. And your man he has his own set of issues, so you need to mind your business and focus on that. And that's how I feel about Scheana. She's wrong, so we could put that to bed. Sheena's wrong, but last week Katie told you, like, I don't feel comfortable, and the fact that she even has to say that is nuts. Why do you guys not get it? It should be a standard across the board for the men and the women. Like, we're not, if you're my friend and we hang out and I have a whole husband, like, we're not even talking about someone she was talking to. This is her husband. She's been with Tom Shorts for years. He should be off limits. There should be no reason for you to even think that it's okay to even hang out. You shouldn't be hanging out with him alone. Y'all aren't cool like that. So, and then Katie, you invited her to Mexico. I was disappointed in you in that. It's like, girl, but I guess, you were trying to be nice and be inclusive, but she should have shown you when she told you that she was asking him to make out. That should have let you know that she's no good. So I guess, we'll kind of see today. The new episode comes out today. We'll see what happens with that. But anyway, my whole point is that since the inception of the show, Jax slept with Kristen. James, he can't really say anything because he got with Kristen after Tom and they were cool, and then now we see these different, Jax is no longer on the show, but he, then Lala with James, and then James with Raquel, and then Lala and Raquel kind of were cool a little bit at one point. It's just too much intermingling and I don't understand it. And I'm just curious within, and I don't want to say that it's only white people that do this, but again, black people, we don't do that. And if we do, you're hiding it. Like it's taboo, it's secretive. You're not gonna, it's something that's frowned upon. It's not something that, is okay or is justified. So I just do not understand for the life of me the culture within this group. And I'm just, I it sucks too, because I'm like, again, I said this before, I'm the only black person in my friend group that watches this show. But I just have always found the dynamics with people, it's a dynamic group. And, I don't know. I'm just curious as to how this even happened. And then Tom Sandoval, you have always been like my favorite. You always, you're a little bit of a crybaby too. You cry. Sometimes I don't understand. But I feel like you've always had a good heart and you always tried to be forgiving and you've always tried to be the voice of reason. So I am disappointed to see that you have allowed yourself to be roped into a situation like this. Like, I'm going to assume, because we've already seen Raquel, she's almost like a predator. I'm going to assume that she probably came at you first, and clearly we see she doesn't care about going behind the back of her girlfriends, but I'm going to assume that Raquel approached you. I'm just going to assume that. Maybe as this plays out, we'll find out otherwise, but why would you do that? And then, like I said, Ariana, for the most part, has been a good person on this show. It's a little questionable how you guys got together as well. You guys say that it happened, that it didn't happen when you were with Kristen. I don't know if I believe that, but nonetheless, I feel like Ariana has been pretty solid throughout each season. And she seems like she's been down for you, and y'all seem like y'all had such a good thing. So to me, you were two cast members that have been the best, as far as integrity throughout this series. So I'm just so disappointed to see that you have done this. I don't know, I don't know you, but I feel hurt. I'm like, damn, Tom. So I can't wait to see like how this transpired. How did you and Raquel end up messing around? Because you have a whole long-term, relationship. It's up in the air whether, Ariana has always said she doesn't want to get married. So I don't know, if you guys were down that trajectory, but y'all are in a long-term relationship. Y'all love each other enough. Y'all bought a house together. So it's just like, this is not a little pity pat relationship. So for you to do this, and then, cheating is already terrible and traumatic. I'm a woman. I've been cheated on by men. I think most women have at one time or another been cheated on. But for you to do it so close to home, it's like, what is wrong with everybody on this cast? It's not okay. It's just, I don't get it. So, I'm like revived. I'm excited. I'm like, okay, I want to see, from what I understand, the tapes have started rolling, because I think you guys might have wrapped taping, but obviously like kind of like what's going on in Atlanta with Drew Sidora and her husband. Once the drama hits the fan, now they're taping again. So I guess we will see this play out. Oh, I almost forgot. Allegedly, Scheana has threatened to put hands on Raquel, and Raquel filed a restraining order. I guess that has hit the blogs today. So, first of all, Scheana, when did you become like, girl, go sit down? Like, Scheana, just mind your business. You can be mad because all of this is just crazy, but stop. Scheana, you are not tough. Like, go sit down somewhere. And Lala, you're not tough either. I know that was very random, but Lala, like, I used to really like you, but girl, you be on your Instagram live and stuff acting like y'all are tough. Y'all won't bust a bag of grapes. Go sit down. Like, stop acting like y'all are about that life. Y'all are not about that life. And it's okay. You don't need to be about that life. Just chill out. So, I don't know if it's true, but the word on the street, according to like Mama Joyce would say, word on the street is that Scheana has threatened to put hands on Raquel, and Raquel filed a restraining order. So, whoo, child, it's a lot of stuff going on in Vanderpump Rules, and so I am excited to see how this is all going to unfold, and I am going to try to review each episode. There's an episode that's coming on tonight, so I'll try to, make sure that I post my review for that tomorrow. But yeah, just like all of you, I'm excited to see how this all is going to play out. And Ariana, I'm sorry that this happened to you, because like nobody deserves this. You were in a relationship where you thought was monogamous. You thought you had a good guy that was all about you, and Tom is trash. So I definitely pray for you, Ariana. I don't know you, but I hope that you can pick yourself up. What helps me, hopefully your body's banging, so hopefully you can get in the gym, because that's always a good therapeutic way to like deal with stuff that's hard in your life. So I hope that you're able to work through it, and you have a good set of solid people that are around to really help you. Katie, you and Katie seem like you're close now, and Katie seems pretty solid. So hopefully you guys are able to work through this, but I definitely am praying for you, Ariana. I'm sorry that this happened to you. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of give my spiel on the drama with Vanderpump Rules, and I am definitely excited to see what happens this season. All right, so stay tuned. Bye-bye.